A lot of people seems to be inquiring for online reputation management services.
See, content production is becoming really cheap and affordable now. So
There's not enough brand kind of presence, and there's not enough thing for these niche websites. And brand building is very, very important.
a lot of these platforms should rank pretty easily and pretty quickly as long as you're optimizing them quite nicely.
ORM stands for Online Reputation Management. At present, there's a lot of people seems to be inquiring for online reputation management services. Today, I'm joined with Karl Hudson, the founder of Searcheroo. So, Karl, why do you think so many people nowadays are actually starting to inquire for ORM services?
I think there's a twofold approach here. I think a lot of it's because brands becoming, we know brands are becoming very, very important in the landscape of AI, etc. And obviously content production is becoming really cheap and affordable now. So there's a lot more content out there, which is enabling people to do a lot more negative SEO, negative strategies and things that can sort of harm a brand. So it's very important that people are keeping on top of their branded SERP. And by a branded SERP, I mean, they type in their brand name or even like their CEO's name or something, and they actually evaluate what is coming up on that SERP, whether it's the images, whether it's in the news feed, or within the SERP itself, video carousels, all of that sort of stuff. I know, Dooley, you've been on like a bit of a mission recently when it comes to like branded SERP within your own branded SERP, and getting like the knowledge panels and stuff like that. So, what's your strategy behind that?
Yeah, so I mean, in general, exactly what you said there. I mean, so many affiliate websites has been hit, and it seems to all point to there's not enough brand kind of presence, and there's not enough thing for these niche websites. And brand building is very, very important. And do you know what? Like online reputation management, brand building, and personal branding, I feel like them three are the same thing. Like I feel like they all tie together. And when you're doing link building strategies, you should always be looking at those three kind of attributes of what you can be doing. Instead of just going buying a cheap guest post, can that guest post now form part of your brand SERP? Can that be form part of your personal branding? Can that be form part of your reputation management? And yes, the answer is yes, of course it can. And with regards to online reputation management services, it is about getting your corporate brand to have a positive sentiment online, and any CEOs or any members of staff that are, especially if they're customer focused, like customer facing, they need to be making certain, because some people are going searching not just Searcheroo, but they'll be searching for Karl Hudson.
Yeah.
And they want to make certain that they can trust Karl Hudson just as much as they can trust Searcheroo as a link building agency. So yes, I feel like online reputation management, I can see why it has been growing so much and why so many people now are looking at personal branding. But the key part to this is what you mentioned there with regards to like knowledge panels, because knowledge panels now are starting to show up so much more when people are searching for best link building companies, best link building agencies, best PPC agencies. And now the actual knowledge panels are showing up with a list of brands. Can you get yourself in that list of brands? Not only is it a massive trust signal for Google, but actually it's ranking above number one organic result.
I was going
So
to say like AI overviews, things like this. Obviously, it's all feeding the AI systems to help
yeah,
towards the online reputation management as well.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. And then the more you start to do it, like you said there, above then the knowledge panels become the AI overview. So can you get yourself into Gemini AI overview? Or if someone's searching for it in Chat GPT, can you be getting those guest posts or those links or those branded social fortress that you might have in Bing, which is then feeding Chat GPT as well? So it's about trying to be omni-channel and omnipresent. It's about trying to be seen everywhere. Kind of reputation management also fits into like this 7-11-4 rule by the marketing strategy that Google came out with, where it's trying to be seen for over 7 hours or 11 different touch points on 4 different platforms.
Yeah.
That's as a minimum now, is what they're saying, what should be being done. So can you be seen everywhere? Can you control your own brand SERP? And yes, you can do that via using ORM services like online reputation management services and stuff like that. And I think it should be the focus of any brand when you're building it to make certain you can control the messaging that's being delivered online. So with regards to like the social fortress, can you expand on it a little bit there with regards to online reputation management?
Yeah, so you'd be using the various different assets like Rebel Mouse, Medium, LinkedIn, like all these various different social platforms, and building, trusted, like a trusted hub around your website essentially, and trying to get it ranked for your branded terms. Now, obviously, a lot of these platforms should rank pretty easily and pretty quickly as long as you're optimizing them quite nicely, because they, in general, do rank pretty well in the SERPs. But it's surprising how many just don't do it. And another element when it comes to, say, the iGaming and online reputation management is actually we find that a lot of iGaming websites forget about their login pages or their reviews. Like, so they kind of allow other websites to target these, like, I don't know, Casino One login, and they like it won't actually be Casino One who is ranking number one. It's actually Casino Five who's ranking number one for that term. And they actually end up losing traffic and visitors to these other casinos because they're not ranking for their own brand with the word login or with the word customer support or things like this. So it's becoming really, really important in those sort of industries as well. Online reputation management is almost fundamental. It should have in a lot of businesses, it has its own budget assigned for marketing. So that explains how important it typically is.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we was just recently away in Dubai, and we're speaking to one of the largest white label casino operators that there was out there, and he ended up buying like because there were certain companies that was buying, let's say, James Dooley Casino official login, and they were showing up in position number 3 behind the brand, but they was losing actually quite a lot of clicks because they used the word official login. It made theirs look even more like, oh, here's the official login for it. So from there, then when they bought that site and they started to do it, they started to realize that it was still thousands and thousands of clicks of what they was losing that people was going through. And people call it now, it's like brand jacking. So they're trying to leverage the brand name and rank for, like you said, like review or alternatives or login and stuff like that. And then from there, then they try to pinch that branded traffic to go through to another casino. So, and that's another great reason for being proactive in online reputation management to try and just help your brand not lose out to others that are doing it. Plus, the review, like you said, if you could go and do parasite SEO and rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for James Dooley Casino review, that's all a positive sentiment, as opposed to affiliate platforms, which might give you a 2-star or a 1-star because they want you to go elsewhere that might be paying higher affiliate commissions.
Yeah.
That's where online reputation management is becoming huge, especially like you said in the iGaming sector. But for me, I think every single business should be looking at it. Every business should be looking at personal branding, online reputation management, and corporate branding, just as an absolute given. It's almost like when you're doing link building and you get foundational or pillow links as a given, this should be a given for any brand. You should be doing some level. And like you said, setting that money to one side that might not get you a direct ROI and return on investment for it, but it's just brand protection that needs to be being done.
And like you mentioned, it's the touch points again, isn't it? It's them vital touch points that every business needs to convince someone to buy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Anyone who's watching this, are you doing any online reputation management? Have you got any ideas that's working very well for you with regards to any different ORM services? We've touched upon doing like a social fortress, parasite SEO, what we call power posts, which is ranking your guest posts for a positive sentiment related to your brand. So, is there anything else that you're doing with regards to online reputation management services? Do you want any ORM kind of help? Do you want us to give you an audit? If so, leave a comment in the comment section and me and Karl will both respond through to you, or check out the link in the description.